back to your sample, you want to highlight all your 2 columns of variables. Command C, go to my new sheet, and Command V. Just make sure you're not pasting any formulas. If this looks a bit weird, then you want to do Edit, Paste Special, and just values only. Okay. So now I want to talk about the rank of X, and we're talking about the rank of Y, so the Spearman's rank. Go and highlight the 4 and put your filter on. Oh, it's down here, more filter. Okay, and then go to your X and sort by Z to A, biggest to smallest. So this country has the biggest GDP, my sample, so that's the first ranked. Enter. And this is the second ranked, second, 2. And then actually if you highlight both numbers and this little square that appears, double click and it'll continue the pattern all the way down for your data set. So we go down to 36 countries. Okay. So now I know that this is first, second, third, all the way down to the 36th richest, the poorest country. And now I want to rank by blood alcohol. And I'll do biggest to smallest again. Notice it's taken this country, which was 14th ranked for GDP. It's actually top ranked for alcohol consumption. So 1 here, 2 here, because the Y's are ranked in order. So this is rank Y. Highlight 2, double click. Okay. And now Spearman's rank talks about the difference between the rankings. So 14th ranked for GDP is first ranked for blood alcohol. 7th ranked for GDP is 7th ranked and second ranked. So here we work out the value of D squared, and in here we just want a formula equals, open bracket, this subtract this, and then squared, so that's hat 2. Then again you can actually just double click and we've got it all. If we scroll down to the bottom, the formula for Spearman's talks about the sum of all of this, so equals SUM, and then all of this, close brackets, that's 3752. I'm going to see how many items are in my data set here, equals count A, so this counts the number of cells with something written in them. And I'm just going to go up to there, I don't want to include the top one because that's just a label, 36. Okay, so 3752 and 36, and now I can work out Spearman's rank. So you just have to have a formula for Spearman's rank, and it's here. 6 times by the sum of the D squareds. Okay, so I'm going to write that down back in my spreadsheet now. So I'm going to take this value, equals 6 times this. That's 6 times that. And we want n times by n squared minus 1. So I'll go back. Equals this number. Oh, what was it? Squared? Which one was it? N times by n squared minus 1. Okay. So it's this number times by, in brackets, this number squared minus 1, close brackets. So I've got these 2 numbers now. That's great. And now finish the formula off. The first number divided by the second number subtracted from 1. So I'll try and put that all in one go. So my R value, Spearman's rank correlation coefficient here, equals 1 minus this divided by this, and I've got 0.517. That seems to be strong positive correlation. Okay, so let me just go back to this data now. I am going to now graph the ranks versus the ranks and look at the scatter graph. Highlighted all that. Let me just zoom out a little bit. Okay, that's a bit better. Okay, and that drop down. Insert a chart. Recommendations. Oh, it's not very good. Let's go and choose my scatter graph. There it is. Fabulous. I'll go to customization. Go all the way down here. Let's have a look at the trend line. Linear. Now don't forget this is working out the product moment correlation coefficient for Pearson's, not Spearman's. But let's see what it says for R squared there. R squared 0.267. So it's going to be a similar result for Pearson's or Spearman's, but it technically shouldn't be on there. So we'll take that off. I will take off this, I'll just pop that in there. Okay, so does that look like positive correlation? Kind of does. So this is GDP rank. The higher rank for GDP, the higher you are ranked for alcohol consumption. But notice that as the rankings get bigger, countries get poorer, and as the ranking for alcohol gets bigger, countries consume less alcohol. So this way around of looking at it is quite strange, because this means countries getting poorer along this axis. If you wanted to change it, then you'd have to change the ranking system here.